Hi lovelies, welcome back to this channel. If you're new here, my name is Belinda Strana. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Don't forget to please subscribe to this channel, turn on notifications so that anytime I upload videos, you will be the first person to be notified. To my returning subscribers, to those people that share my videos, leave commentaries, and also educate each and every one of us, you guys are the real MVP. Alright lovelies, let's dive into today's video. So lovelies, I came across this video on my For You page on TikTok and I thought to share with you guys where a lot of people are reacting to the FA and FO of the Birthright Citizenship. Like seriously lovelies, people were like, what have we really done? What is going on? I'm just going to roll the clip as well as some of other stitches I was able to put together. Please leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. And please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. We're just here for education and informative purposes.
I don't want to be breaking up families, so the only way you don't break up the family is you keep them together and you have to send them all back.
Even kids who are here legally?
Trump has mentioned that he is going to end birthright citizenship. So what that means is if a person enters this country illegally and has children, then those children now have citizenships. In the past, because they have children here, they were allowed to stay here. Trump is saying that I don't care anymore. We're going to send them back together. If they don't want to break up their family, they can go back. Now, people are saying that that's going to go against the 14th Amendment right. He's going to try to have some sort of executive order to go against that. Because let's keep in mind, when this country was being formed, they were inviting people from everywhere to come here, right? And so if you come here, you have automatic citizenship because it was designed in that way. They needed people to develop. So this is why they have so many people from Germany, Ireland, Scotland, wherever they came from. They would get money to come here and low-key help them fight off the Native Americans because they was tearing their asses up and, the Comanche and all of these different things. And, I think the timelines are a little bit murky, but y'all get what I'm trying to say. So that idea is a bit antiquated, and now we have a real issue with immigration. Trump has said this is going to be top priority day one, and a lot of people are saying, oh my gosh, he's not playing, and they have a lot of pushback. Here's the thing, and I want to know what y'all think. I'm only posing a question. I'm not going to say what I feel like either way. If a person robs the bank for $1 million and go along and buys a row home, several for a group of people who were marginalized before, and they're living well and they're thriving and doing this and doing that. Should the government then come in and remove those homes because essentially they were bought with stolen money? Or do you think that the government has the right because the initial act was you stole? And so because you stole, it doesn't matter if the money was spent, it doesn't matter how you spent it, even if you did a good deed, it was still a crime committed. And because that crime is committed now, I have the right to come and take what you bought with this stolen money. What do you think? Drop it in the comments. Do you think that people should be deported as a family, or do you think the people that are here should continue to stay, or do you think that anybody trying to cross over into America should then be, deported and then charged criminally? I want to know what y'all think, honestly, genuinely. I'm going to be around in the comments. Let me know.
Breaking news. Donald Trump says he wants to end birthright citizenship. Clearly, Donald Trump has a case of amnesia or maybe Alzheimer's, because Donald Trump, the reason you and your family are here is because of birthright citizenship. I believe your father was born from German immigrants, and the reason that Fred Trump was here and able to stay here is because he was born in the United States. Do you not remember that, Donald? So here you're going after all these other people that are protected under the 14th Amendment, Section 1, and saying things that clearly can't be done. The only way it could be changed, the constitutional amendment would have to be changed. It would have to pass the House of Representatives, the Senate, and then be ratified by the states. It's not going to happen, but it's a good talking point, I guess. But your family, Donald, and your mother, I believe your mother came from Scotland, I believe. And also your wife, and your wives, where did they come? The mother of your children? Donald, you better start looking in the mirror. People in glass houses shouldn't throw stones, Donald Trump. Clearly you don't realize that because you are a birthright citizen baby. Those are the facts. Love to hear from my Democrats, my Magas, my crazies, and my cuckoos, especially my Magas, because Donald Trump is exactly what he wants to go out against. He always is. It's always a reflection of himself. What do you think? Love to hear what you think, especially that orange Jesus and those burned out light bulbs. Clearly burned out on this one. Oh, and I also forgot to say his grandfather Frederick Trump was leaving Germany so he would get out of compulsory military service. Did he have burn spurs too, Donald? What do you think?
I want to add to that video, and if you haven't seen it, click the link and go watch it for further context. But what he's talking about is especially and possibly detrimental to the melanated people or the descendants of slaves or African descendants, whichever one that makes them feel comfortable. Anywho, Judge Robert Taney in the Dred versus Sanford case, which was before the 14th Amendment, had concluded that no black person can be considered as citizen of the U.S. Now, that was a specific exclusion. The 14th Amendment is wordplay because I say it gives you the illusion of inclusion, because where black people were specifically excluded before the 14th Amendment, the 14th Amendment does not specifically re-include that group that was initially excluded. Wordplay.
We have major breaking news right now. Not only is Donald Trump planning on deporting undocumented migrants, but he has now said that he may have to deport legal Americans by ending birthright citizenship in America. These comments are stunning. Today, in an interview with Meet the Press, Donald Trump said that he is looking into ending birthright citizenship in America, which means that if two undocumented immigrants come over the border and have a child here, that child, although born in America, would be stripped of its citizenship. Folks, that child hasn't lived anywhere but America. That child grew up in America, was born here, was raised here, and now Donald Trump wants to send that child back. Back where? No one knows. He said that he doesn't want to break up families, and as a result, if he deports the two parents who are undocumented migrants, he will also have to deport the legal child who is a legal American citizen and has full rights under the law. This is as dangerous of a policy as you can get. Now, he says that he would work with Democrats in Congress to protect DACA and Dreamers, but I wouldn't believe him. Comment below your thoughts, spread the word, and follow along for all the news you need to know about.
Okay, babies. I hope y'all are ready for Lord Voldemort and his Death Eaters to keep going on, trying to Avada Kedavra all of us. Because he's not done. Baby ain't even in office yet. Okay? Y'all keep it up. Y'all keep it up. Because us Gryffindors, us Harry Potters, Hermiones, the Weasleys, we tried to help y'all. We tried to collectively come together. You remember how in the Breaking Dawn Part 2, they collectively came together even though they don't like each other? Yeah, that's what we tried to do. But y'all, okay. I'm going to stay over here and continue to pray because, yeah, it's not my lesson to learn. I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. But we all gonna find out.
Check that video for context. He's trying to end birthright citizenship and deport people who were born here. Now, if he gets away with that, what's to stop him from deporting me and you? Listen. I know we live in a very crazy world. And I know that a lot of what is going on in the world is really scary and what have you. But people, we really got to get a hold on the reality that you might have, because I didn't vote for him, messed up. And the time will tell, but that's your boy? That's your boy trying to get rid of American citizens? Right? Rock Nest Monster out.
Everything you said, you're going to deport people. You're going to have to deport Musk. I'm sorry. I don't know how you're going to tell them. But in theory, they're building a case against him. You know that, right? You know that fact that he came into the country and on a J1, he was supposed to go to school here. Do you know you have to work a whole semester? Trump, did you know that, Donnie? And then you can apply to get your H-13, which is work permit in this country. And by the way, it's all on application. You can see it online. That goes for USCIS. If you need asylum seeking, you have to do an I-589. You have to wait approximately 180 days so that you can apply for your EAD, which is another form for that, an application to get work permission in this country. That's how it works. It's not like it doesn't happen magically. And he was encouraged by his business said, you need to do this. You don't have any paperwork and you have a time constraint. For USCIS, it's 1 year. Now, I'm going to assume that that time frame is in a year cycle as well. And if it was, he didn't get it. And that's why he's so defensive, even when CNN and all these journalists approach him, because he has no proof. And it's not too hard to find, because we would have record of it. We would have record of it. The government, the United States government would have record. He'd have to produce those records. Now, obviously, he wouldn't want to forge anything, right? But he'd have to produce it. So he knows that. And that's what's bothering him. He tries to avert it. He thinks because he's cloaked under you, that will make it so that he won't get in trouble. But according to Biden, he put it right out there. So what I think is going to happen is there's going to be a major investigation, and he's going to get the pressure, and it's not going to be good, because for him, he'll just leave the country. He's got multiple citizenships, so he'll just go back wherever the heck he wants to go. Canada, I don't know if they'll take him. But, yeah, I don't know, Africa. But anyhow, South Africa. But anyhow, he'll do that. But in the process of doing that, because he'll be so upset, because there's a lot of things really coming at him and pummeling at him, he'll just take it out on you, because you're the closest to him. And the way he'll do it is that he'll come to Congress and tell them, maybe to save his own neck, that he knows a lot about what's been going on behind the scenes. And basically he'll want to spill the beans. Maybe he'll write a book, who knows, but he will use you as a scapegoat. And when he does, I told you, you're a 6 to 12 month president. He will take you down. Your health, I don't know if it'll be able to handle this, because he's the one that's going to be your undoing. He's the one that's going to be your undoing. I didn't see you going on inauguration day, but, obviously, certificate. Again, this election isn't over till it's over. But in the process of this, I can attest to this. He will be the one. And they'll vote the 25th. But I just don't believe it. And plus, I hate to tell you, the Republicans aren't going to put up with your crap. They need to get reelected in 2 years. So you're a one-term president. They're not going to put up with you. They're not. They'll just get rid of you. They'll say, oh, yeah, but as long as you got them their seats. But if you risk their seats, I don't care how you think of yourself. You're just another oligarch, an old man. They do it all the time. Trust me, just go in the past, go look. They don't care about who's just sitting there. It could have been Donald Duck or Mickey Mouse as president. They want to make sure that they still have jobs. I thought you knew this. It's like chess. It's like, and I hate to use the word, but checkmate. That's all.
I'm going to say it out of those people. You do not know your history. History tends to repeat itself. It's not the first time the United States had the emancipation of somebody, a person of color, out the country to maintain population control. I've been saying it all the fucking since Reagan passed the amnesty bill in '86 for him run for a second time for the presidency. The Hispanic vote. They're not going to try to be a minority. They don't understand that. I say that way back then when I was a young buck. And I say that right now at 60 years old to the same thing. Remember, that was yesterday. Remember Trump separated the kids in the family while he was in the White House? It's kind of fucked up, right, isn't it? That's going to be an appetizer what it's going to do. But, you got some racist Billy Bobs and break. Oh, it doesn't affect it. We could get rid of them. I don't like to eat them ex-Ryan with Tech come in this country anyway. And I'm addressing it to your Billy Bobs and Wakey just as well. You're saying race. Are you going to fill in the void once they kick them out? Are you going to do the job where it's produce, constructions, and services job for the same paycheck? Are you going to do the fucking backbreaker jack, long hours so that they do? Be for real. Are you going to do that? Do the stitch to me. No fucking comments. I want to see your fucking face and your Billy Bobs and Becky. Do the fucking stitch and tell me, are you going to willing to do it or not? That's a fucking yes or no question. Don't bitch about your grocery prices and your produce prices going to fucking up because of this. And I ain't talking about the fucking tariff situation. If you want to kick that, it's going to affect me with my job and my livelihood. If that taking it, because we got some of our raw materials over fucking seas, and I figure I'm not the only business going to be affected just as well. That's another subject we're to too. Again, are you Billy Bobs and Becky's? Are you going to fill in the void once you want to do that masturbation because you're afraid to fucking be a minority? You worry about somebody look like me, another person of color become a majority. Just gotta answer me to that. That's all I have to say. I'm gonna control this at the popcorn, because it's gonna be nothing but fucking chaos if this is pushing through. And also, I'm gonna direct this like to Snuggie and any people that vote against the interest. Yo, don't be conspired there like I'm knock on your. Hey, there's Homeland Security. We got a person named Snuggie over there. But I'm using shit. They could come to get you too, because with my experience with these Billy Bobs and Becky's, they've been here 40 years. They assume we all fucking the same. Just saying.
I'm gonna be pretty honest. I think this is a good law for America to have. It honestly is. Especially with immigrants that have parents that escape their country to live in a Western country and get a better life for their children. And then these same immigrants decide to violate those immigration status, legal or not, even if they were born in America, but yet their parents were immigrants. And then they turn around and say death to America and burn the American flag. That means they really hate America. That means they didn't want to stay there in the first place. So literally the parents who are immigrants that escaped the persecution and the violence from their own home country decides to move to America and find a better life, and then their children fucks that up, then their children deserves to be sent back to the country where the parents escaped from. That's fucking bloody good news if that's the case, if that law stands. I don't think anyone that hates the Western country that they're living in should even stay in the Western country. Yeah, they don't deserve it. Give it to the immigrants that want to live and get a better life. I'm just saying, that doesn't want to call out death to whatever Western country they're living in.
Trump aims to end birthright citizenship, says American citizens with family here illegally may be deported. Now would be the time to join mass organizations that are fighting for the rights of migrants, for legalization for all people, and against mass deportations. The article goes on to say, I don't want to be breaking up families, Trump said, so the only way you don't break up the family is you keep them together and you have to send them all back. And later, we have to get the criminals out of our country, Trump said, later adding, but we're starting with the criminals, and we got to do it, and then we're starting with others, and we're going to see how it goes. So no more family separations, Welker asked. You're not reviving the zero tolerance policy? It depends on the family, Trump said, adding later, if they come here illegally, but their family is here legally, then the family has a choice. The person that came in illegally can go out, or they can all go out together. In the comments, please give suggestions to organizations that people can join to join the resistance and to take action. Solidarity, comrades.
Like, seriously, lovelies, it actually said that when you think you want to keep hurting someone or you want to keep going against someone, you wouldn't even know when you're also falling to the trap that you set for someone else, and at the end of the day, you are expecting the trap to catch someone that you have set the trap for, but eventually this trap is catching up on you. So Orange Man was like, okay, he is going to stop citizenship by birth, which with all of those stitches I was able to put here is actually like, okay, that means you are also affected. Your runner mate, who happens to be Elon Musk, is also affected. Like, I don't understand who, keep advising him and who keep, but it's just what it is. But the thing is that I know that I've been trying to do this to get to people that looks like me, to actually make them involved in the, deportation thing. Like, it's not only that they want to deport undocumented immigrants, just the way at which they have claimed. Also, they are also looking for a way to deport so many other people. And when he was asked, okay, you see that you want to divide families, you want to separate families, because I've seen a lot of stitches, especially from Hispanic people, coming out like, oh my God, You are so cruel. You want to like divide or separate families. How could you do that? And now he is like, for him not to do that, he is also going to ban citizen or stop citizen by birth. So in order for him not to deport the undocumented or neutralized people or deport people based on neutralization, it's best you guys just go with your entire family. If you can't stand division, if you can't stand separation, you can just go ahead. And it's so unfortunate that this is actually what people we keep on dealing with to, you know, probably the 4 years elapses and all of that. And this is just what every day you come out with new breaking news with that'll keep on discomforting you. But anyway, this is actually what people wanted, you know. And my question is, he is going to be in power for the next 4 years with all of this dismantling, you know, deporting, like all of his principles or policies being put in place. And after 4 years, probably there's going to be another election, right? Then probably maybe Democrat wins the second thing. Is it that they are going to like start dismantling all of the things that he has done in this or in his own tenure? Like, this thing is just giving back and forth. If Republicans are in the position, they have to do their own policy, you know, they have to re-strategize and re-strategize and all of that. Then if Republicans happen to take power back, they will still have to do the other, like do the same thing. Like, it's just giving back and forth. So how is the society or the economy is going to move forward? If it's always, oh, I deport, okay, no, I accept. Like, I don't just get it. All of the things that they are constantly doing is just making someone as if you're just going back to square one. Like, it's a repetition. Like, someone will just hand over power and this one will just come do his own thing or her own thing, then back to the next person, like toiling with individual or the emotions of citizens. I seriously love this. Now it's not only that he actually wants to, you know, deport all of the undocumented, which I am not disputing the fact that you, if you want to migrate or go to someone else's country, you have to do it legally, genuinely. But the fact that after you must have done everything genuinely, now you have to be deported or you have to be sent back to where you're coming or to where you don't even know where you're coming from because you're someone else or you're probably because of your parents gave birth to you. Like, it's just giving, you really have to keep watching for the worst, which I keep praying that nothing will be worse. At the end of the day, every person is going to get affected. At the end of the day, every person is going to escape through and adjust and try to live with it. But the point of contention is that people that looks like me have actually done their own survey. They have seen the impending happening, or I think they saw the future, what might happen, and they tried to warn several people. But these people that they keep on warning often think that, oh, we don't care, we don't want your help. Who are you to warn us or tell us what we need to do? You know, but at the end of the day, after all of the warnings and all of the survey and try to let you understand that this might probably not be best for the citizen, for both the minority or the majority. But no, every other person don't care. Like, I posted a video 2 days ago. A pan-colored woman was like, "Oh, we are the majority. I wouldn't expect us not to vote for our own interest." This has nothing to do with your own interest. This has everything to do with everybody. You are going to be affected as well. You are going to do that. And I heard somewhere that this affordable care might be replaced with something like people have been, trying to like do their best. Let's just see what really happens. Seriously, let's see what really happens. But the thing is that I know a lot of people, yeah, people are moving on, people are getting to adjust with the new infos. But I hope that what people really, or majority people want, is what they are going to get. You shouldn't get angry when people like me says that I hope you get what you want. You shouldn't get, because anytime someone like me says that, a lot of other side wants to like get angry, but that is just what it is. People that is like me have tried to warn several POC people, but some of them often think that, oh, I am also POC, I'm white, I won't be affected. Okay, I am a white woman, I won't be affected. No, you are going to be affected. You will definitely be affected. It's not all about privilege anymore. It's all about survival. Just like my favorite TikToker said, it's all about you need to survive. It's not like your privilege does not put food on your table. It only put food on the rich folks. So your privilege does not actually mean that when you go to a grocery to get some fruits, then automatically the prices will go down because of your privilege. So it's all about survival right now. Anyway, lovelies, why not just leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. And please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. We are just here for educational and informative purposes. So please subscribe to this channel if you are here to do that. Like, and I will see you lovelies when I upload the next one. I watched up to this extent. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Why not just leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. And please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. We are just here for educational and informative purposes. Alright, lovely. So please share, subscribe, and I will see you lovely when I upload the next one.